Wow. Hi there. It's time for another Comedy Spot Live. It's good to see everybody. The next show we're going to do is Who Dis? But before we get into that, I just want to remind everybody to please like, follow, and subscribe all of our platforms so you get notifications when we go live. And then, go over here to satcomedyspot.com/live and see our schedule. We have a schedule out for 2 weeks. So look and see what we're doing. This show is Who Dis? This is where I show pictures to a panel of comedians, and then they make up. They've never even seen these pictures before. They make up how they know this person and what they're all about. It's a really fun show. It started off with Nick and Becky, and we added a third panelist tonight. So before we do that...
Spooky.
I'm such an idiot. Okay. Before I bring my panelists on, I want to remind everybody to please share your comments with us. Like Tim Crump, he says, "Hello, I'm watching with my wife. We've not been around for a while, but we're watching live again tonight. It's good to have you here." Paige says, "Hey." I said, "Yay." Casey says, "What's up, guys?" Megan said, "Hi, Watermelon Crawl. If you missed the last show, you don't know what that's about, but I appreciate the comment." Hallie says that she's multitasking tonight, watching Comedy Spot shows, taking a call, and playing Animal Crossing on the side. Damn! Well, nicely done. Let's get busy. Let's bring out all of our panelists and me all on one slide. Here we are. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
First up, he's on the side of me tonight. It's Nick George, everybody. How are you, Nick?
I'm doing great.
Okay, fantastic.
Fantabulous.
Funny.
You know what's funny is I did your big intro, and then I didn't have your slide set up, so it just went to an awkward picture of me first. But now it's on you, so it's all good.
Oh, great. Well, can I redo it then?
No, you have to go with that.
We're live? Okay.
Our second panelist tonight, she's been on the show every single time we've done the show, along with Nick. It's Becky Lynn, everybody. How are you, Becky?
It's me. I'm so good. I'm having such a good day.
You have a beer, which is fantastic.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you should tell everybody, are you okay with telling everybody what you did today, which is pretty cool?
Oh, yeah. I just got off a Zoom call. Oh, I'm adopted. And I recently connected with all my biological siblings. So most of us did a Zoom call today, right before this.
That is really so cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Congratulations on it. I think that's awesome.
Wow, that is awesome.
And then last but not least, this is your first time on the show. It's Tessa Brown, everybody.
yes. Hi. Yeah, it's my first time on the show. Longtime fan. I had the honor to see it live before the world shut down. Of course, I've seen it online.
Yeah.
The one time it was on. So.
Okay, good. Well,
did you do anything nearly as amazing as Becky today?
I took a nap before this.
Okay.
Yes. So, yes, she did. Because that feels just as good.
I feel like Becky should have gone last.
Maybe. Yeah.
So here's what's going to happen tonight. I'm going to show the picture to the audience. We're having a little bit of a technical problem. So you haven't seen the picture. So I'm going to share the picture with the audience, but then I'm going to give you time to be able to see it come up on the feed. And then I'll come back to you and have one of you go first and tell me who this. So I'm going to go ahead and show the picture, and then I'm going to go and share comments, and then I'll come back after I share a couple of comments. So here's your first picture tonight. I'm going to share the picture. You're going to tell me in a moment who this is and how they're related to you. All right, so here's the first picture. Oh, no. See, now the stupid scores are over the picture. Fine. We're just going to go with that. Fine. So you guys look at that. While you're doing that, I'll share some of the comments. Let's see. Jess says, awesome, Becky. Lisa says, oh, super cool. Yeah, everyone's digging Becky's good day. That's pretty awesome. Casey does say naps are amazing. So there we go. Hallie says hi, friends. Raina says hi. Todd Spielman says, hey, slackers. All right, so we have all seen the picture. I'm going to go ahead and hide it here. Who would like to go first? Who dis?
Oh, I got this.
Okay,
I
go
know
ahead, Nick.
this. Yeah, this one's easy. This is a recent photo, as you can tell from the empty room. You know, it's an audition. They're practicing good social distancing. And this is they're doing a biopic or biopic, I never know how to pronounce that, of the career of Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And so they're trying to find guys that have that Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Is that his name? Yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt kind of vibe. And obviously, you know, he has a folder with all of famously Joseph J.G. L's IMDb page printed out, I think.
Okay, great. Nick, who would like to go next?
I'll go next.
Yeah, go ahead, Becky.
Yeah, that's actually Mr. Hall Colt. He was my high school choir teacher. He actually was the instructor for the advanced choir class. Yeah. And I hated him because he always thought that when I sang the Star Spangled Banner, it was too pitchy. Last I heard, though, he actually got fired from our high school. So now he teaches at the tiny little private school around the corner. I don't know what he teaches there, but it looks like it might be public speaking.
All right, very good.
He's a dick.
And then Tessa, you get to go last. Who dis?
Yeah, okay, so this is obviously an old picture because conferences, like tech conferences and stuff, they've all been canceled, you know, because of the pandemic. And this is, so I don't know his last name, but I know his name is James. And he works for this company called Sprout Social. And we were at this like local search marketing conference. I was there with my company. I was like a vendor, and and this is like kind of his one chance to actually get to socialize and really break free of his normal life. And that's why he's not wearing a tie. He's there to have fun. He's basically there to enjoy himself at the like happy hours and the technical webinars and stuff. And honestly, like, he's kind of a douchebag, but me having to be like salesy and nice, I just had to like entertain him. Not like that, like just like be nice to him during the happy hour stuff. So.
This has to be a true story. Wait.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
So I get to choose one person that wins this, and I'm going to go with Lisa on here. She laughed when Becky said pitchy. So, yeah, I'm going to go 1 point to Becky for it being her, what was it, band teacher or?
No, he was the advanced choir instructor.
Advanced choir, right. Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Hall Colt.
So Becky picks up a point. Tessa and Nick, you have 0 points.
Got it.
Thank you. That's confirmed on my end as well.
Okay,
0.
good. I'm going to go ahead and show you the next picture, and then I'm going to share some of the comments that have been coming in. So here is the next picture right there. All right. There we go. So while you guys are digesting that, and it's coming up on your feed, Sarah laughed at Tessa saying, not like that. Entertaining, not like that. Let's see. Told Becky you did it, Becky. Everyone's voting like one of you actually has these people. That's the other show that I do with Who in It.
I know. But to be honest, I've mixed up the two shows too.
I know.
Because one time you asked me to do Who Did It, and I was like, I love Who This, of course.
I'm going to have to change one of the names of the show. I think that's what's going to have to happen. Megan says that picture, she's pretty sure that's her from her, that picture's from her 20s. So there you go. Who would like to go first this round? I'm going to show the picture one more time. Who dis?
I'll go first.
Right.
I can go first. First, I'm like, Brian, how did you get this photo? Like, how did you? I didn't know that you were there.
I was there.
Okay. I thought it was like a private event. That's actually Rain with two N's.
Right.
Yeah, no, and it's someone that I know from like a friend of a friend. Obviously, I wouldn't be connected with him personally, but he's trust fund and like he's a professional festival goer. So obviously, right now is sucks for him. Like
Right.
he's in trouble, especially because he has so many rolls of 20s that are just waiting for coke, and it's waiting to be used on a glass table in like the desert in Palm Springs, and he
Right.
can't do it. And so that was like that picture though was like the final night before everything was done and over with. And he's honestly kind of an asshole,
Right.
but
How
he's
could
always
you
a part.
tell?
The lack of shirt, but the hat.
Got it. Okay, this is perfect. So thank you for that. By the way, Dana said, "You mean this isn't who did this?" Damn it.
Crossover. No, I got this. I got
Okay.
this one.
Yeah, go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, this is from my third year at college. This is our frat house. I'm
Cool.
Greek in more ways than one, I guess. And it means culturally, and I was a member of a fraternity.
Oh,
Tessa.
got it. Okay.
I don't know how that could be weird. Anyways, our frat that year was sponsored by Smirnoff Ice.
Right.
And when we were putting out promotional photos of how cool our frat was, they made us sanitize the photo. So if you go back to the photo, you'll see the beer bottles are just a blank red label. It's generic cocaine, and he's got a bottle of it's New Amsterdam vodka, but we had to Photoshop it out. If you go back, you can see everything had to be. They wanted us to drink nothing but Smirnoff.
Right.
Why is there no smeared off bottle then?
That's exactly my point, Tessa.
Well,
We're
okay.
going to be slaves to Smirnoff. We were just going to be hanging out taking photos. And when they saw this come out, they said, "This is no good. We have to sanitize it. We got to scrub everything." No one drinks Smirnoff Ice. We just needed money for our kickball league.
I totally get it. All right, Becky, I'm going to show the picture one more time here. Who dis?
Okay, so wild. So I used to work at McDonald's, and I was a manager there, and the owner operator, that's actually his son in the photo. His name is Jameson. And part of my job, because like I was salaried and I also just didn't know about like worker rights, was that I was like a manager part-time, but I also tutored Jameson in biology. And so I used to go over to his house and like, I would tutor him, and then I would go to work and like finish up my shift. And one time I went there, he called me like last minute because he had a test coming up later that day. And I had just tutored him like on Tuesday. And he was like, "Oh, well, I had done so much cocaine on Tuesday that I figured if I just did a bunch now, then I would like recall like all the stuff that I had like learned when we studied on Tuesday." And so I just went there really quick and like did a quick study sesh. That's actually, yeah, right before we started studying, or cramming, I guess you call it. Before he went in to take the test. He did really well though. He did well by his standards. He got a 78% on that exam. So
that's
it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to pick a winner for this round. I have to go with Raina on this one. They said generic cocaine, LOL. Yeah, I got to give it to Nick for the generic cocaine contribution. So, Nick, you have a point, and Becky, you have a point. Tessa, if you're counting along, you have 0 points right now. So
I can confirm that actually.
Okay, good.
Can we crunch the numbers one more time on it?
Nick, you have 1. Becky, you have 1. Tessa, you have 0.
Bingo.
Okay.
Okay. And then I believe Tessa has 0.
Right.
Okay.
Jess
Wait,
says,
I missed it. How many does Tessa have?
All right, next picture.
I didn't put it up there, but I will now. I'll just create it really quick.
I'll do it.
She has 0 points right now. So Raina says that we should recount. Nick, you have 1 point. Becky, you have 1 point. Tessa, you have 0 points.
Okay. That's
Britta says cocaine cramming, it works. So
I know.
All right, let's get busy. Here's your next picture. Let's see. It's this one. Okay, good. Yep. Here's your picture. So I'll let you take a look at that. And I'll read some comments. Let's see. Jabberwocky says, "Oh no, I'm missing the new show." Yeah, see, you're missing out on this. Is there a hanging Chad in this in this count? Nope, just a Becky, a Nick, and a Tessa. So no Chads. All right. So you've all seen the picture. Who dis, everybody? Who would like to go first? Nobody wants to go first.
Wait, bring the photo back. I gotta look at it again.
I put it in the middle of the screen this time. Kind of overlaid everybody, so we could just keep looking at it, and I don't have to switch between people. So there we go.
All right. One keeps getting in the middle of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Your big zero, Tessa, was taking up a lot of the pictures, so I had a.
Well, actually, it's at the bottom. I can see that it's actually at the bottom. Also, just a side note, my boyfriend texted me and told me to get some points. So.
Sorry, Tessa. Okay, who would like to go first? Who dis?
Okay, I'll go first. I'm putting myself out there. Okay, that's a spy.
Right.
There's a couple things that tell me that. First of all, because I followed him, okay? So I followed that guy because I was like, he's definitely a spy. Look at the jacket. Look at that cool-ass scarf, and look at the hat. People don't just walk around dressed like they literally fell out of a J. Crew and they're not a spy.
Right.
And that's why you can kind of tell the photo looks like it was taken from behind like a mailbox. And it's a little obscured because I was stalking him. Okay. I was following him and I wanted to figure out what's his deal, especially because he was having this conversation that was so expressive. And the fact that he kept on like pointing at his phone, like he was trying to point at the person on the call. And like, that's not just a normal call that happens when it doesn't have to do with some sort of international crisis and espionage. Okay. So I tailed him for a while. Eventually, we locked eyes, very awkward, and then I skedaddled.
Okay, very good. Tessa, who would like to go first? Who dis?
Well, hold on. Before I go, I just want to say, if that's not worth 1 point. I mean, just for the effort, you know what I mean? Like at this point. Well, there's a hand in your frame, Brian. Who was that? Someone just stole a ball from behind you.
Oh, it was my son.
Oh, hey.
For the kitty point. That's very nice.
Let's not go that far. This is my buddy Jesse Saunders. I was on the other line with him. He had heard that I was taking classes at the Comedy Spot, really enjoying it. And I think halfway through 201, we were learning about space object work. So I was describing to him that this mind-blowing idea of like when you do a gun in improv, you actually don't use your finger and thumb like this. You curve it like this.
You're using the gun instead of creating the gun.
Exactly. Like it's basic improv for anyone out there that wants to become an improv master like Tessa or Brian. So I couldn't see. I thought he was getting it because I was describing it to him, and clearly, I don't know why Tessa was following him, but
well, I mean, he was talking to a federal agent, so.
Wow, that's news to me. News to me. In any case, he's doing bad space object work, and yeah, I mean that's a classic. We know that. I think maybe that's even 101, right? You don't do.
It is 101, yeah.
It's 101. Okay, basic.
That's pandering. I just have to say, Nick is pandering.
To who?
To improv.
Just overall. Improv. Becky, who dis?
That's actually Sean. He is my favorite barista at the Little Dog Cafe around the corner from my old apartment. And I mean, obviously they like only served, drinks for dogs, and I didn't have a dog, but I used to walk in every once in a while and just pick up like a little cup of whipped cream, cappuccino.
Right.
And occasionally there was like this Saint Bernard that I hated. Like we just didn't get along whenever I went in. So actually that day was that was a photo snap. I was walking to the doggy taffy coffee shop, and he was giving me like the signal that the Saint Bernard I don't get along with was there, so that I could just like not stop in. But yeah, that's Sean. He's just really fashionable. That's why he looks like that.
Okay.
Black.
No,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. Hold on just a second. I'm doing a thing. Wait a second. I'm doing some work I should have done earlier today. Okay, I'm done. All right.
Thank you for paying attention.
What were you doing?
Brian. You sent
Wow, this must be going great.
I was putting together a bit. All right, I was putting together a bit. Just if it works out, it'll be great. All right, so I'm gonna go with Nick on this because of the space object gun.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Nick, you have 2 points. I'm also going to take away 1 point from Tessa just for being a smartass. So she's at -1.
Good. Everyone loves an underdog. Also, I just want to put it out there that I was very brave, #brave, by being the first one to go during that round when everyone was too scared to speak up.
Got it. And what does your boyfriend think about your points?
He's no longer texted me back.
Let's see. Megan says #Tessa was robbed. So there we go. And then Jabberwocky's using #brave. Get at it. No, now Tim Crump's using #brave. God damn it.
Oh, no.
Yeah. #boo Nick.
Hallie said, "Yay, Tessa, you're winning in golf."
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, see, all good. Let's see. Raina says, "Spy who finger gunned me." Whoa.
Oh, that's fun. That's okay. They need to be on this show. That's funnier than anything I've heard.
Can we do a live? Yeah, can we do a live replacement?
For me, we're getting the lowest points.
You just get like a.
Yeah, sorry.
If this was bowling, that's actually good.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Raina also thought that looked like Inspector Gadget. Lisa said that Tessa is a stalker.
It was actually for work.
Okay.
Taking it personally.
Yeah, it was for my personal work. I'm a private investigator. That would have been a funnier thing for me to say.
Britta said Becky said puppuccino though. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give Becky a point for that too. So it's just Tessa who's at -1 right now.
Okay. Well, it's really welcoming. This is a welcoming show.
Do you still sing? You took advanced choir from that first photo. Do you still sing?
I do sing, but I didn't get into advanced choir.
Oh.
But yeah, I do sing still. I've sing my whole life.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, maybe after this we could hear something.
Probably not. No.
It's like,
I don't want to do that.
No, that's not gonna happen.
You might want to share your gift.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna go to.
I mean, I'm already sharing a gift. Lying. Right.
I'm gonna share the next picture. So here we go. Here's our next picture. I don't know why I love this one so much.
This will be good.
This is gonna be good.
ACLU Terror said, "I actually know Sean. He's a good guy." See, so there we go. Tessa gets all the points. Stalkers unite. Thank you for that. Hallie says free Mel. That was the last show. Mel's not even in the show.
Oh, I got this one.
Okay, let me shrink him up so we can put him in the middle here. Yeah, there he is. He'll just stay with us the whole time. Go ahead, Nick.
This is DJ Scratch and Stiff, and he is he's actually dead. And he's been reanimated with a series of wires that are off screen, and you can hire him for your bar mitzvahs or whatever. I mean, weddings, divorce parties. And what they do is they set up a curtain above him so that you can't see all the machinery. And then he just does his thing. But the real DJ is up above. But that's DJ Scratch and Stiff.
Okay, I'm okay. Nick, I'm giving.
I don't want to follow this. Do we get a pass?
No, we're just moving on.
Are you sure? I'll jump in.
Okay, yeah. Tessa, who this?
Okay, so this is actually Clark, and he wandered in to a wedding that was at the hotel at the Holiday Inn he was staying at. There was a wedding reception happening, and he just wandered in. He actually didn't have a tie on when he entered, but like all great weddings, he actually found a tie and put it on. And,
great weddings.
Yeah, like all great weddings. And the thing is too, it's like when there's an open bar, like have you seen that meme where it's like the guy and then his girlfriend, he's like, ooh, about another girl. So that's a meme that's on the internet. He did that on the open bar, and he was like, all right. And so he had like 2 to 3 gin and tonics, and then he's like, I have the tie now. I am ready to actually rock and or roll, and then let's get on the 1s and 2s. And that's what he did. And everyone at first was like, what is this? But by the end of the night, everyone was chanting, Clark, 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 Clark. And it was a wild Holiday Inn night.
Good job. I just realized he has the oldest headset ever plugged into like a modern board. Okay, I got to read some comments. Becky, you want to tackle this, or are you going to go on pass mode?
No, I'm going to tackle it.
Okay,
That is.
right. I'll read comments in a second.
He's actually a spy hired by Hollywood's elite, codename Henny C, and he was able to secure a job as a DJ for like a stock market, like traders Christmas party.
Oh,
and
I love
even though it looks like he's DJing, he actually is. His headphones are linked to the mics that are planted throughout the party to pick up insider trading knowledge that you can report back to these unknown celebrities that are trying to make money off the stock market. So yeah, that's but his code name is Henny C.
Okay, great. I already awarded Nick points for this round, so he's at 3.
Okay. I think I deserve to get to break even at 0.
What's up, everybody? It's DJ Scratch and Stiff. Let's keep this party alive.
Okay. That's a good sketch maybe one day.
I gotta write that down.
Tessa, I was gonna give you a point to bring you back up to 0, but because you asked for it, I have to give you another negative point. So you're at negative.
Another one. If we're doing the Breakfast Club rules, another one.
Oh, you want another one? Okay.
Yeah.
Boom, you're at -3.
Why not make it 4?
Okay. Okay, so Dana said, Brian is leaking. I was laughing so hard. They said Nick wins, so Nick gets the point. He really went and made everyone speechless. Yeah, that's true. Um, let's see. Clark was sipping polkas for the crowd. Okay, good. Let's see. Honey C. Yes, exactly.
I know.
Does he know the spy from the last photo? Yeah, they're all together. Megan is chanting for Tessa. Tessa, Tessa, Tessa.
That's really sweet. That's really sweet. Can I give you guys a little bit of an update from my supportive boyfriend?
Yeah.
So after he said get some points, he then said SMH, which in text speak is shaking my head. But then he really turned things around and he said, I believe in you. Next text, but like. Next text, get some points. But then again, I think he realized all right, I need to soften this up a little bit. And then he said, this is bullshit. I'm starting to think they're against you, which I think is correct. And that was a move on his end to do that.
But that was all before DJ Scratch and Stiff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, so that came in at 8:03. So that was after. That was actually after.
Wow, then he really will say anything.
Oh, not rude.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give.
No.
I'm gonna give a point to Tessa for every one of Megan's Tessas. So that brings Tessa to +1 again. So Nick's at 3, Becky's at 2, Tessa's at 1. Let's go ahead and show you the next picture.
Let's do this.
Here we go. There he is. Very good. These are all stock photos, by the way. I put in things like success, and then he was the first person that came up. So, Hudis, while you are thinking about that, I'm going to go to comments. Dana says, the man can't keep Tessa down. Let's see here. I'd pay money to see DJ Scratch and Stiff. All right, so here he is, right in the middle. Who wants to go first?
Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
That's actually Tim Chen, and I met him in college at a Model United Nations conference.
Mm-hmm.
He was the United Kingdom, I was France, so obviously there was some sort of an alliance. He was representing, so we each represented a country, but he was representing UC Berkeley, and they have a reputation of being like, we're the top UC.
Yeah.
We're smarter than everyone. But the thing is, they also try to act like they're a bunch of partiers because it's Model UN. That's what you do.
Yeah.
But again, it's also Model UN. And so the crazy thing about Tim is, as the United Kingdom, he showed up on day 2 of the conference session, and he was so hungover that he threw up into the dais at the front of the freaking conference. I know. And now, because we're still Facebook, we're obviously friends on Facebook still because you connect with people at these things.
Right.
Now he's the CEO of Snapchat.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's amazing. All right, well, who wants to go next? Who dis?
I'll go next.
Yeah, Becky.
That's actually Alan, and he worked in accounts payable at my old office. That photo was actually taken shortly after he called me up to the roof for a meeting where he basically said that he was going to extort me because he caught me sleeping with one of the mailroom guys. And he said that he was going to tell our supervisor. So he basically told me that I was going to have to just buy him whatever snacks he wanted from the vending machine for the rest of the time that we worked there. And then he left 3 months later to become a stay-at-home father.
So it's like a low-grade extortion attempt.
Oh, yeah, super low-grade extortion. But extortion nonetheless, he shouldn't have done it. Isn't that illegal?
Right, yeah, you can't do that. Nick, who dis?
I think, this is Christopher Hatch. He's the CEO of a new startup that was actually featured in 2019's TechCrunch Disrupt. He's got an app
Very cool.
called VRBF. It's a virtual reality boyfriend. And if you're ever feeling down about yourself, it can send you text messages pretending to be from a real boyfriend. And what's great about it is that you can show people, you can be like, no, I have a real boyfriend. He's actually texting me. And you can hold it up to the, up to it. Let's just say it was like a Zoom call or something. And it looks like there is a real boyfriend on the other line that's giving you words of encouragement. Oh, yeah, she has it. Okay, yeah, that's like perfect. Just like that.
Fucked up. Sorry.
Well, yeah. This is a family show, Tessa.
Okay, if that was true, though, the latest text message from my fake boyfriend wouldn't say scratch and stiff and then cry, laugh face, and support Nick and not support him. So that was true.
I didn't write the app. I just know that's the CEO, okay? I don't know how the magic works. I just know that it works. There's a reason why it won TechCrunch Disrupt in 2019.
He just said beep boop error 404. So. You're right. Yeah, me.
Oh, classic yes-anding. That's what people want to watch.
Okay.
Improv?
Yes.
I'm gonna give Tessa a point because she went first, and this is like the third time she's gone first. I'm gonna give
Brave, get it trending.
And I'm gonna give Nick a point because he brought one who dis into another who dis. And I'm gonna give Becky a point because she was extorted for vending machine things, so which I think is hilarious. So it's 4-3-2. That's the score so far.
I'm coming back, baby. Okay, don't take away a point.
No,
for that.
I won't.
No.
Snack food extortion. I was caught up in that once. Sorry. Nicole
give
says,
1 point for beep boop error 4.
Yeah, we'll give you a point for that. That was pretty good. All right.
I love that it types beep boop instead of making the sound.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Raina says that her fake boyfriend likes Nick better.
That's not wrong. Yeah.
All right, let's bring up the last one here. Let's see. Do I want to do this one? That's kind of funny.
I like the way that Raina typed in all caps.
Except for the first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do this one. This girl makes me laugh. So here we go. This is the last one of the night. Hashtag Tessa Brave. Dana says the app is so sophisticated their bots attend our online Facebook shows.
Yeah. That's actually of the 22 people viewing, 11 of them are bots. That's the Jabberwocky's a bot.
The Jabberwocky's on VRBF.
Okay, who would like to go first? Who dis?
I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead, Becky.
So that is that's Tina Johnson, and she was actually my nemesis in college. So I was on a collegiate dairy products judging team, and she was on our. She was on our rival team.
Did you see
dairy products judge? In case you're not familiar with dairy products judging, it's basically like it's a competition where you find the defects in like multiple cups of milk, and then you also have to identify cheese and various other dairy products.
Oh yeah, that's 4-H.
Anyway, yeah. So it's FFA. Actually, it's FFA, not 4-H. They don't do judging teams, but this was a collegiate team. It was even past FFA. But anyways,
he knows what he's talking about.
Was on a rival team, and one time we were like standing over the same bucket to like spit out our milk after we had like tasted it to find the defects. Right. And she spit too hard, and so the milk actually like dropped and then came up and like hit me in the face. It was super traumatic. And you have to be like super silent in these in the judging, like in the competition. And so I got very upset, and then I yelled at her because I said it was very rude, and I was immediately disqualified from judging. And then she ended up winning that particular competition, and that was her hitting the dab after she received her trophy. So super traumatic and like very triggering for me actually that you had even found that photo.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Who else? Who would like to go next?
This is my Aunt Rochelle Salieri, and this is how she sneezes during the pandemic because she heard on the news you're supposed to sneeze into your elbow, but she's got little ones, and so she wants to be cool. So she's trying to teach them that this is how we safely sneeze. Shoot. And yeah, that's all you need to know. Rochelle Salieri, and she's trying to be a good example for her kids.
Okay, great.
So actually, I'm pretty sure her name is Kelly with an I, and she's a small business owner, and obviously all of us are trying to like help small businesses right now.
Right.
And the city of Sacramento has gone behind that too, and the city of Sacramento is like really trying to push that, not like monetarily or economically or anything with any support. Instead, what they did is this big social media campaign where they took a photo of all of our small business owners dabbing. So everyone is dabbing. Yeah. So like this is just Kelly. She was obviously like, she's part of like the millennial council of the city just to like get things going, and it was her idea. So that's why like you can see hers and her artisan shop that's actually located in Midtown Sacramento of all places.
Right.
And so this was the first one. She brought in her boyfriend, who is a photographer, so it's very fancy looking. And the whole message is just support local, dab daily.
Okay. All right, great. I'm going to read a couple of comments. You all did great that round, by the way. Let's see. Hallie said, "Damn it, Nick," and then a couple smiley faces. Let's see. This is how we sneeze during the pandemic. They just love that line. I'm going to sneeze like this from now on. Nicole says, "Whoa, I've been sneezing all wrong."
A lot of sneeze comments. Hear that, Tessa?
Okay, well that we haven't gotten to like.
Okay.
That was actually the last one to go. So.
Okay. Let's.
Nope. There's nothing here about dabs. Let's see. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm offended. So Stella, this is trying to gather attention from people in the audience. Okay, she's mad.
Let's see. They also, I can't find it. They said something about Becky. I can't find the last one. Anna says they all get a point. I totally agree with that. So, Becky, you pick up a point, so you're at 4.
Oh no, said anything about my thing?
Let's see. Nick, you're at 5, and Tessa gets a point, but not a full point. She gets a point 2.
Why?
Oh, by the way, they said Stella.
Okay, Stella gets the point.
Jabberwocky says Nick has left the chat. See? It is Nick. Nick is Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky is Nick.
I'll never tell.
Get out of town.
Oh my god.
You guys were great guests. I really appreciate you doing the show. It looks like, Nick, you're the big winner tonight.
Well, do I get to give a speech?
Yeah, you do. Definitely. I'm going to, hold on. Let me get to your camera. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was joking.
No,
God.
You have to speech it out now.
Go, Nick.
Well, okay, I'd like to start by thanking all my haters. You know who you are.
Where are your hater blockers?
I don't have my hater blockers from the debate show. No, but thank you for having Becky and I return, and which will, and Tessa for the first time, but Becky and I. Anyways, it's been great, so much fun. The laughs were real, and so were the memories. So thank you guys.
Oh my God.
Stick around for the 9 o'clock show.
No, there's no 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay, well.
Where are we not? We're not going down.
I'm laughing so hard, my jaw and my head, the top of my head hurt.
You know what they say say, Brian, you know what they say is that laughter is the greatest medicine. And that's what we need right now.
That's what we need. Amy.
Or a vaccine.
Well, whatever comes first. I mean,
Nick.
well, in my understanding, and I am a doctor, they're the same.
Amy Church said, "Yay, Nick," but she thought I was going to cut your speech off because in other shows I've cut other people off. So,
Oh, that's funny.
ACLU Terra says, "Boo, Nick. See, you do have a hater out there." So
There we go.
yeah.
Oh.
And while you were doing your speech, Jabberwocky said, "Dramatic music in the background."
How did you do that while you were talking? That's crazy.
Hallie said, "Laughter is killing me tonight." Rita says, "Fun show."
Yeah.
Jess says, "Seriously, you all are amazing." And then Tim Crump said, "Is there going to be a corn report that is from another show that happened about 5 weeks ago?"
Thank you, Tim. Keep them coming.
Dana Bryant says, "Disclaimer, Tessa is not a doctor."
I don't know. I think that's actually up to personal opinion.
No.
Yeah, no, it is.
That's actually exactly how it works.
That's actually how it works.
Wait, Becky, are you a doctor too?
No. I'm not a doctor.
Oh.
But I am on the board of medicine.
Oh.
And
Certified. He was actually on the board that certified.
I certified Tessa.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's not that difficult to understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Enough of this. We have to go home.
We are home.
No, you're home. I'm in my green office right now.
Okay, Brian, some would say that the comedy spot is home.
Dude, this is my second home for sure. I spend more time here than I think I do at the house. So there you go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Megan says 9 p.m. show, Space Jams. That's from another show that happened 5 months ago. We are going deep into the well of insider jokes right now. Okay, that's cool.
Sorry, I'm seeing the ball get put back behind you, and that's what's distracting
Oh,
me.
is that what's happening? Dana,
Right, ghost.
Dana said, as a real lawyer, that's not how doctors work legally.
Okay. So
I mean, how does a lawyer know?
yeah. Like, she needs to stay in her own lane. She needs to stay in law. I'll stay in medicine. Good.
You know.
All right, that is enough.
Becomes-
Nick, Becky, Tessa, I love the hell out of you guys. I'm so glad you did the show. And everybody that's at home, thank you very much for watching tonight. We had a really good time. I hope you have a nice weekend. We're going to be dark tomorrow and Monday. I hope you have a safe Memorial Day weekend. And for everybody who's had somebody that's served in the military, let them know that we appreciate their service. And thank you so much, everybody. Have a good weekend. Bye. See you later on.